Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Money on Purpose. I am Stephanie and I am here to show you my process and how I am going about getting out of debt, trying to use velocity banking principles to the best of my ability. My main inspiration again is Christy Van at Fantastic Finances. I highly suggest you check out her YouTube channel. She also has a website. Today I am doing a weekly update using some worksheets that I got from a different YouTuber, and I'm going to share that here with you now. All right, so here we go. Welcome to my first attempt at recording my screen and myself at the same time. I found this lovely lady on YouTube. This is her channel here. It's called Ask Me How I Budget. The lady's name is Molly, and she does a fantastic job of meticulously basically trying to kickstart velocity banking without access to a line of credit or a HELOC. So, and I love this because that's me. I do not have access to a line of credit or a HELOC at the moment. I only have one credit card to use. I'm very thankful for it. I can't even believe I got it. This lady's name is Molly, and her channel is Ask Me How I Budget. If you are interested in getting sheets from her, oh, here's another YouTuber that was doing basically what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to check that out. So let's see, who is this? Who are you? Oh, cool. That's a good setup. An iPad, being able to use a little pen to fill in the parts. Oh, I would love that. Excuse me, Medora Budgets. If you are no longer in need of this here iPad, I would be happy to buy it from you. Teach me how to write on it, and I'd love you forever. Is that good enough? Either way. Okay, who is this person? Let's check it out. Oh, Monique. I love that name. Where did you get the name Medora? I love that too. Probably saying it wrong. Either way, all right, follow this rabbit hole with me. Oh, what a beautiful couple. Transfer Tuesday. That's a cute idea. Awesome. Is this person still cash stuffing it? You know, I always saw those and thought it was a great idea, but I just I never made it past one envelope thing. I just couldn't. I just don't use cash. It wasn't helpful. It looks like it works for her, or it did. Let's see. Does she still put out content? Because that would be cool. Oh, she does. All right. You got me. I'm gonna start following you. How long ago did she start? Okay, so she's been going good for a year. Congrats. Congrats. Oh, and she shows the struggle too. I love that. Where did I see struggle? Sinking fund? What is that? Struggles of tracking expenses. Yes. I'm there with you. Okay, back to what I was doing. I will come back to hers because I'm really digging the aesthetic, and she makes really good from the looks of it, a good series to follow. I'm definitely gonna follow this and I'll let y'all know more about it as I go. And as she goes, I guess. Back to Ask Me How I Budget. That's pretty cool. She did a shout out for this person. This is an idea I had, was to have y'all help me decide what to do at different junctures. That's great. Yes. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I wonder how this worked out for her, because that seems like fun to have viewer directed decisions. Don't send me to the poorhouse, y'all, if I do this. 6 kids. Oh, they're grown. Oh, bless you. I am so distracted. This is not Unity collab. Great. Oh, yeah, I saw this. So, okay, this is what I'm getting to. I was hoping there would be a link in the posts. Oh, there is. Wait, so this is a link for that. So she uses this site, PayHip. I never heard of it before I saw hers, but it seems like a pretty good gig. So let's see. So you click on that link and it takes you here. And these are all of her worksheets and case studies that she has available for you to buy or download. So this is the one I'm going to get next. I got this one, the free one. What's this one? Oh, collab case study one. Okay, this is the one where she was raising money to help this person get out of debt. That's so wonderful. In exchange for letting her use this case study for people. I love that. I love that. Shout out to you, Miss Molly. And I love that name too. Okay. AI generated summary. That's cool. I love this rabbit hole. I love talking about money, even though I'm not exactly drowning in debt, but I'm definitely splashed with it, to put it mildly, right? Aren't we all? We all are. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. I still enjoy it. I still enjoy talking about money, and I don't enjoy obsessing about it per se. It definitely holds me preoccupied at times where I'd rather be in the moment. These are offers that are available for you to purchase or download for free. These ones that she has listed for free, they are free you would like. If you would like to donate, tip, I think is what they call it. If you would like to tip her for the sheets, it's well worth it. Well worth it. And she deserves it because these sheets are great and I'm about to show you. The printouts are just fine. Thank you so much, Miss Molly. Love it. Good golly, Miss Molly. I have made my own version of her sheets for following months. So starting in March, I'll be using mine because not all of my stuff fit on in the charts tables. So, but anyway, for now, love it, right? Here is mine. I'm going to start off with the credit worksheet. This is just a rundown of all of my current credit accounts. What I did, which I have no idea if it's a great idea or not, but since I could not get approved for any type of line of credit or regular credit card other than this one, this Ally or Ally, I don't even know how you're supposed to say that. Probably Ally. I got this one for 3,000 and I thought, ooh, maybe I could get another one or I could get another one under my husband or a line of credit under my husband's. These ones, this collections, this room account, and oh, this city account. These are all closed accounts from not paying. And again, if you want to know the backstory of how this happened, I'm more than happy to make that. In fact, I might anyway, just so you get an idea of these things can happen to any of us, and we're all in precarious positions for the most part. So, especially if you don't have anything to fall back on, there's nothing wrong, with pulling your own self up. That's what I've done my whole life, and that's part of why there's such a mess here. But it's okay. Without this mess, I wouldn't be here in front of y'all. So it's kind of a blessing, isn't it? So hopefully my struggles will bring peace and joy and happiness to at least one person. One success story or one jumpstart for someone else, for me in my mind, is total success. So I'm thrilled to be here. Was that rant leading me to? Okay, back up just a smidge, just a skosh. So what I was getting at with these closed accounts is that even though my credit's not bad, my credit is almost 680, not fabulous, but it's passable. And my husband's is around there. He's a little bit lower than mine. Even though our credit score is decent, with these closed accounts, they show up as derogatory, which is fair enough. I owe them the money, no hate. But because of that, creditors are not, you know, willing to take the risk on somebody who has recent closed accounts and they're still not paid completely. In an attempt to try to sort of shove my credit in the direction it needs to go, since I can't get these debt weapon credit cards, I decided to go ahead and apply for a whole bunch of the store cards that I really don't have any interest or need in using now that I have at least the Ally credit card. Um, and the reason I did that is because I wanted to shrink this utilization rate right here. So, and since I have all of these now, my utilization rate's only at 13%. So I'm pretty close to the excellent range of that. And so I'm going to use that to help me with that. And I ended up down a rabbit hole of forums of other people just talking about credit in general. And it seems like a very common practice. So not necessarily with store cards, but with trying to increase available balance so that it brings down this utilization rate. So I decided to do that since I already had credit dings from trying to get other 0% credit cards and things that I could use. So, and I also applied for other lines of credit and stuff, which in retrospect, I sort of wish I hadn't done, but I'm glad I did because now I know, okay, yes, for sure, these derogatory accounts are holding me back from getting a proper debt weapon. So my plan has to shift a little bit. I'm going to rely very heavily on this Ally account for now. And I think I mentioned I'm in the Christy Van Fantastic Finances 4-week masterclass, and today she put me in contact with someone at MoneyMax, which I've been strongly considering, but just kind of scared to move forward with. So I'm sort of glad she's shoved me in that direction. Uh, she's quick. Boy, if she tells you she's going to do something, and I'm talking about Christy, she's going to do it and she's going to do it right away. And, if it involves another person, she seems to have surrounded herself with other people who are the same way. They're like, get it done, get it done, get it done. And I don't know how she does it. She showed us her little planner today and it's full of stuff. But hey, when you have a passion, nothing stops you. Speaking of which, if you have not seen the Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret, I do recommend giving that a listen, as well as get yourself a copy of the book It Works, the famous little red book, something something in the subtitle. I do recommend those. This absolutely true so far. I actually don't know if it's true, but I'm using it. If you believe it's true, right? Back to what I'm supposed to be talking about, and that is this credit worksheet. So this is where I am at with these accounts right now. And one of the many reasons I love this sheet is that it helps you to track your utilization rate, which, in case you don't know what that is, the utilization rate is just what your current balance is on that account, and you divide that by your overall limit on that account. So the maximum amount I can put on this care credit right here is $1,700. That's my limit. My balance is how much I have charged onto it. So utilization rate for that is 72%. So you get the gist of that. Now, the other thing that I love she has on here is this daily cost thing. Because some of us have a hard time figuring out how to prioritize what to pay, how to go about this, right? Especially if you can't utilize a chunk pay down method like with a line of credit. So I love this daily cost thing because it really puts in perspective how much these things cost us. So, all of these cards, these are all the store cards, vendor specific, for lack of a better word, uh, card accounts. Total is $6 a day it costs me to hold these cards. Okay, and total payment. And so I love this. I love this sheet. I love this sheet. Thank you, Molly. General purpose credit cards. I also put my two lines of credit on here. Down here in installment debt, I put everything down here that is not revolving. I have a little loan right here. I have this Best Buy City card that is closed. I'm not currently paying on it. I do plan to. My balance on that is 4,900. And I think my current plan on that is what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to call and settle with them once I have this little chunk right here to do so. I think I could do a settlement of 2,000, maybe even a little bit less. If you want more information on that, I have settled several accounts, more than what you see here, unfortunately, but I kind of have a lot of experience in that, unfortunately. But if it benefits you, hey, worth it. All right, so and I have two different student loans, one for myself, one for my husband. A little loan, well, not little, but a loan here. Collections, that's one of those that was closed, and I was being sued. It was very scary, and they do that on purpose because they want you to call and, actually address your debts. Also, one major thing I learned from that, I know it's hard to confront these things, especially if you don't have any money to set up payments with these people, but it is definitely the wisest choice. The best advice I can give you on that is stay in contact with those people because they did try many, 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 many times to contact me, but I was so down, so depressed. I had no way to pay them, I thought. So, the spiral is real. The spiral is real. So, long story short, This was our agreement, $500 a month until the full payoff, and in return, they won't sue me as long as I keep making these. What I'm hoping maybe is if I manage to somehow have this chunk right here, I think I could still settle that for a little bit less, which would be helpful. Same thing with this one here. I am currently making payments on this. I'm thinking if I manage to have a chunk from somewhere, some magical chunk fairy, that I could settle this one as well. So, and then a small family loan. If you saw my first video, the second video, one of the videos, I was explaining that this was when we bought our current house. This was a loan that a very generous family member gave to us so that we could put up a small fence for our dogs. And definitely a godsend. Now down here, I was sort of curious what my daily cost was on those two mortgages. And for our primary residence is $51 a day. And for my rental home is $31 a day that it costs me to hold those loans. There's that. I love this sheet and I'll be using this for the entire month of February. And then for March, I will update it. These were part of the free bundle you can get. This is my monthly breakdown. I have two checking accounts. I have two overdraft protection lines of credits. And since I want to keep both of those lines as much as possible, I do have things now coming out of my second checking account so that I can dip into that 500 every month and revolve that money. Let's see. So what I did is in the notes section, I said where everything's coming out of because I want to make sure that these things are funded in time to pay for these bills. Okay. So that's all that this is. And then I have scratches and scribbles and stuff everywhere. And then down here, what I have is the renters on my house are struggling. I have no interest in doing anything of a punitive nature towards them because they are struggling. Everyone is struggling. I mean, everybody wants to pay their rent. And they've been renters of mine now since I moved away from there. So several years they've been in my house, and I do have a property manager, which I highly suggest. Not even a big fee. She says they should take good care of the property. So, and there's no complaints from neighbors, so perfectly happy to not bother them while they're already struggling. Point being, point being is that they have been recently very inconsistent with when they pay rent. They always end up paying it all, but sometimes it's just very unreliable. So that's one of the things that has really screwed me up in trying to fix my mess. So all this chicken scratch right here is showing what from January I still haven't gotten, and then what I'm hoping I will get for February. So that's what this all is. So that's my month at a glance. And then as things clear and come out and are actually get paid, I check them off. This one down here is checked off because I went ahead and just made that payment. And then I checked off this one because since I've been making small payments, to counteract the charges I put on there, it satisfies the payment. The payment's already been made. All right, last sheet. Oh, goody dokley. This is my weekly money tracker. And even though we get paid monthly, I'm going to track every single week until I get down my budget into where I know that these numbers that I set for my budget are accurate and I'm sticking to them. It is very difficult right now in the times that we're in to stick to these numbers, but not too terrible so far, other than this right here. But we're all feeling that, right? What else I wanted to say about this is I did make, like I was saying, my own version of this sheet just to customize it to my purposes. Uh, and reason being is because at least for the first week of the month, I have a lot more, like this doesn't all fit in here. So I extended this a little bit and I changed this. So instead of debit credit, I have a column, I think one column for which account it comes out of. So I can track it sort of like I did here, but with an actual labeled column. Because I don't want to just track things that I pay for out of my checking account, I want to track everything I pay for and to show myself, okay, this payment was made. Since I'm trying to break up payments and do goofy things to try to help my score and things like that, I want to write things down to help me remember and also to have a reference and to sort of track, right? And to show you all. The main thing with this is this grocery amount. We don't eat anything fancy. This is like everything made from scratch, literally, except pasta. I don't make my own pasta. Noodles. I buy a box of pasta if I make pasta. Eating out, we did very well. We don't usually eat out much, and when we do, it's not a sit-down restaurant. So, no big deal. Pet food. Oh my goodness, we spend so much money on our pet food. They, money-wise, eat almost as much as we do. But I have two large dogs and one cat, if that puts it in perspective. That's everything for the first week of February. And I don't think I said, but how I'm going to do the weekly sheets like this is the sheets will always start and end in the same month since we get paid monthly. So, for instance, this sheet, as you can see, started on February 1st. Uh, so when March starts, regardless of what day of the week March 1st lands on, my first sheet will start with March 1st. That's all of my stuff. Those are my three sheets for this week. I'm going to go ahead and pull it back to just me. I'm going to get rid of the sheets and I'll just talk at you for just a second to close out. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching this video. Check out my other videos and follow along in my progress. See, whatever we come out with, let's follow the results. Sound good? Sounds good. I just want to say, don't despair. Don't lose heart. Stick with it. Track what you're doing. I know it's terrible to get out all your bills and to figure it all out and to write down all the numbers and to really look at where your money is going. I know it's hard. I dreaded it. I did not want to do it. Yeah. But now that I'm doing it and now that I feel like there are viable action steps that I can do to get us out of this, it's not as depressing as it was when I didn't feel like there was an option. And even bankruptcy was not an option. And I can explain that, and I probably will explain that in a video at some point because it is not the saving grace, if you can call it saving grace, that we think it is. And I don't know if things have changed because my parents went through a bankruptcy, and even though it was terrible for them coming out of that 7-year period afterwards, it really seemed to just wipe everything clean. But I think things have changed. I'm not for sure on that, but I think things have changed and it's not so easy. And we actually do have assets that they could dictate to us what to do with them to satisfy creditors, which is kind of fair enough in a way because we did owe them money, do owe them money. But at the same time, it's like, how does that cleanse us? Like, how does that really help us restart? So anyway, I can go in on that in more in depth on that in a different video. But for now, I'm just trying to encourage y'all. I just want to encourage you. I want to say, look around you, maybe ask around, maybe be a little more honest about your situation than you may have been in the past or that you would like to be. You might be pretty surprised at who else is struggling just as bad or more. And along that same vein, look at what's happened in California. People lost everything. Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee, and wherever else they're not actually telling us about, where their houses just sort of got bombarded with flooding and mud and contaminated waters now, and I just can't imagine. So I'm grateful to be here. I'm happy. I just feel so blessed. I feel so blessed with this, and I'm so grateful to have found Christy Van's channel. That definitely has inspired me to try to reach even more people, help her reach people. I don't care who reaches the people. Let's just reach the people and let's just yank each other out of this. Let's help our families. Let's spend more time with our families or doing things that you want to do. I just want to encourage everyone. We can do this. We will do this. How about that? We will do it. We will get out of debt. All of us. All of us will get out of debt. We just need to keep the faith, keep going, keep working on it, keep thinking about it, clear, defined goals. Listen to the Earl Nightingale. Don't be ashamed. Really, truly, and honestly think about it. Does it really matter why you're here right now? If you're still doing the things that got you here, yes, that matters. But if you're not doing those things anymore, if those events in your life have passed that have caused this hole to just get deeper and deeper and deeper, let's start filling in the hole. Let's fill all that dirt back in. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Just feels like shoveling dirt. Shovel dirt, you get more dirt. You fill in the hole, maybe you can plant a tree in it. I don't know. Is that a good metaphor? Let go of the guilt, let go of the shame. Forgive your partner, forgive your spouse, forgive your kids, your parents, if that's why you're here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Check out Ask Me How I Budget, Miss Molly. Check out her sheets. Check out my new friend that I just found through Molly's channel. I forget her name. Monique. Forget what the channel's called. Reference back in the video. I'll be checking out more of her stuff, so you might hear me talking about her stuff more in the future. Let's support these channels. Let's get this word out. I don't care whose channel it is. Follow whoever's channel makes sense to you. Whatever helps you get the information you need, get the support you need, get the encouragement you need. Use it, use it. It's free. I'm just thrilled to be here. I'm very grateful. I really am. I'm sort of at a loss for words, but at the same time, I don't want to stop speaking to you. I desire very deeply to help bless just as many people as possible. Also, before I forget, there's a couple things. I do have a Facebook group, and it is the same name as my channel, Money on Purpose. Please join that. I will support you. I will encourage you. Please join that group. Help me gain the momentum. And in that same spirit, what I want to say is if I can get to 10 subscribers, I know, ambitious. If I can get to 10 subscribers, I will do a $10 giveaway. Ooh, not a lot. But if I get to 20 subscribers, I will do a $20 giveaway. Every time I get 10 more subscribers, I will do that dollar amount of a giveaway up to 100. So once I get to 100 subscribers, I will do a $100 giveaway. And then I'll come up with a new idea of how to give more away and how to get more people involved. Stick around. This channel is Money on Purpose. I am Stephanie, and the purpose of my channel is to just bless you, encourage you, and let you see behind the scenes, sort of, you know, watch everything unfold as progress happens. So thank you so much. Have a great, great rest of your day or night. Bye.